Hi, it's Christine Finerty from Touchstone Counseling, and this is another Finerty Fast 5, connecting you to the community one person at a time. I'm so excited to be in this creative space. I am sitting with Linda Marcus. She is local designer and former Project Runway contestant, and amazing. This stuff is amazing.
Thank you.
It's absolutely wonderful. When did you start designing?
I started sewing when I was 12. I took back when they taught home ec. I don't even think they teach that anymore.
I don't know.
So I started making my clothes when I was younger, and I kind of have made my clothes for a long time, like just kind of off and on, depending on how busy I was. And then when I started having kids and I was stuck at home because my kids were, napping and all that, and I was like, well, what do I enjoy doing? And I started making handbags, and then my friends started buying them, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I have a business.
That is amazing. Were you one of those people who designed like your own dresses and for dances in high school?
I sewed all of I have two older sisters, and I sewed all of their prom dresses.
You did? Do they still have them?
No, I don't think they do, but I had great fun doing it because it was really, really fun.
I always wondered about the girls that I was in high school with that could make their own dresses and could do their own. I thought I was so impressed by it, and the fact that you've gone on and you've turned it into bags and so much more. I love it.
Thank you.
I absolutely love it. Okay, so you have agreed to graciously sit with me and sit through these Fast 5 questions. Okay, let's get into it.
I'm a little scared.
If you could relive one day, no, I'm not scary at all. I'm not, right?
I'm kidding.
Okay, if you could relive one day of your life, what day would that be?
Oh my God, that's such an easy question.
It is?
You know why?
Why?
Is it so I could change the outcome or relive it because I want to relive the day?
Well, whatever you interpret.
If I could change the outcome, when I got kicked off of Project Runway, that was like not what I wanted to happen.
Okay, so when you left, and I'm familiar with the show, and I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with the show, and people are closing up, and they're at their station, and they're packing up their stuff. Is that all really? Are they filming you as you're really doing?
They you're done. You pick up your stuff, and they separate you from the cast, and you're done.
I would be a wreck. So you handled yourself very well.
Well,
I would be a wreck.
I didn't want to cry. I was like one of those things where I'm like, I'm not gonna cry.
See, I'm a mental health counselor, and I say it's okay. Did you?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so what do you think you would have done differently?
What I would have done differently is I would have prepared a little bit more. I'm a self-taught designer, and everyone there went to school for it, so they were very quick at what they did.
Right.
And I was what they call draping. If you sew, you know what that is. And I would drape all my patterns. Well, that's more time-consuming than flat pattern making. And had I really known that, I probably should have, prepared a little bit better and gone to Mood Fabrics. There's just lots of mistakes that I made that were rookie mistakes. Someone else was cutting fabric, and once they cut the fabric at Mood Fabrics, you have to take it no matter what. So I didn't go and actually
You can't change your mind.
No.
I don't want this anymore.
And so I asked a woman for a specific kind of fabric. She said, great, I'm going to get it. I said, you have it gray. She went and got it. I didn't touch it, which was not smart. She cut it, and by the time she had cut it and I had it in my hands, I realized it was the wrong fabric. And I knew from there, I was like, okay, I have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. a big problem.
And then you literally, in one of those moments that Tim Gunn made famous, the make it work moments.
You have no idea. And then they didn't show this, but I actually sewed my finger that night. So the needle went through my hand, and anybody who sews who's ever done that, it's very painful.
They just showed that on a recent
episode
as well.
And I knew that if I had made a big deal out of it, that they would have showed it on the air and all that. So I quietly took it out of my hand, and I quietly went into the bathroom.